what a lot of people don't understand is that it's a peer-to-peer transaction, deflationary token. Um, the more it's transacted, the more it burns. But a lot of people don't understand is that, I know Safemoon's in the room, and I know they don't like this word, but with price, just plug your ears, Safemoon, please. With price is basically the higher the price goes, the less the amount of tokens per transaction is going to be less, because you need more money per transaction to have a higher rate of transfer volume of tokens. So basically, if the price was higher and we had the same amount of volume, the burn would be very, 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 very slow. So what happens is that the burn doesn't really counteract the price. If the price goes down, well, you're trading more tokens for less. So basically, what a lot of people don't realize right now is that since the price is down at a very good entry point, is say if you wanted just to say, hey, I want to spend $50 or whatever. It's up to you personally, no, not financial advice, but it's just, say if you have $50, that $50 is you're going to get more coins and tokens than the price being at 1 penny. So what does that mean? So is that it's going to take a while. It's like you have to look at the tokens and how much is going into each transaction. So the lower the price, the more tokens are burning. The higher the price, the less tokens are burning. And that's a big thing too, is that a lot of people don't take into consideration. So you're actually losing more supply at a faster rate while the price is down. So it's like once we get to a certain point where people are going to be like, oh dang, I want to get in at some point, right? Whatever. Like I said, not financial advice. It's just overall, you're going to lose your opportunity because of how fast the burn rate is moving, and at the point of where the price is and everything like that. So the name of the game is to own a market percentage of the supply while it's shrinking, because I get paid to do it. So it's like, if I can grasp a majority of the supply as the supply is shrinking, then basically, and I get rewarded for doing that, everybody should have the same mindset. I need to get as much of the supply as I can while it's still in the shrinking phase. And that's the major kicker that a lot of people still just do not understand. It's a long-term game, and as that supply starts to shrink, it's going to condense, and then overall that percentage that you're holding on to of the supply increases. So it's like, at some point in time, you're going to see a point where it's impossible for you to own 100% of the supply. It's like, it's never going to happen. A lot of people say, like, oh, what if the supply is gone? It will never be gone, because that's not how crypto is worked. Is that overall, once you get to a certain point where the supply is owned, well, then you start to see it move a lot more freely with the market, and then overall, depending on good buy pressure, the price goes up. So my biggest thing is that you have to look at those type of variables, and then on top of that, supply and demand. If there's a big amount of demand, then as the supply is shrinking, well, what happens? And the people who are riding this baseline right now, accumulating to where, hey, if I get to a certain number, right? If I hold 50 million Safemoon and I never let go of that 50 million Safemoon, as it shrinks, my percentage of ownership starts to increase as the supply decreases. So it's like, again, you haven't really seen anything like this in the market because overall it's, you know, constantly changing every single transaction. So it's very interesting. And to keep it to where it's peer to peer makes it even more beneficial because overall you don't have to depend on the team to burn tokens. It's going to burn on its own as people want to trade it. And it's like, if they want to trade more, then pull. It's going to burn more. If they want to transfer, it's going to do the same thing. So it's, if you're interacting with Safemoon, that supply is going to change, and it's changing every day.